evening, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. My name is Verbal. How the heck are you doing? How is it going? I got appropriate t-shirt on tonight. We're going to be doing a tech talk where I can help you with any of your technical questions that you may have. Anything ranging from, you know, like computer issues, streaming questions, whatever it may be. I'm here to answer any of your questions. And then, as those kind of, you know, calm down throughout the evening, we'll be moving on to play some Marvel Rivals, I believe, for the last part of the stream. So, one thing though that I was kind of like poking around the internet today while I was at work, you know, doing work stuff. I remembered last night that the Game Awards were on last night. By the way, Helldivers 2 won, what the hell did they win? New Game of the Year, I think it was? I think they won New Game of the Year. They've got a huge update that just recently dropped that I am like kind of itching to get into. Apparently the Illuminati, the Luminary, whatever the hell they are, it's a new race. A new race has basically dropped into Helldivers, and you have new maps, which is like in an urban environment. I'm so excited for that. Blue, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. But in the process of this, I came across a trailer from last night's Game Awards that I am super excited for. You are red? What do you mean you are red? What do you mean you are red? I don't understand that. And while I wait for your response, oh, you dyed Cat's hair red? Oh, gotcha. So one of the trailers that came out of last night's Game Awards, I am super excited for. But I'm also, this may also mean... Are you
pondering what I'm pondering?
I think so, Brainy. But why would anyone want to Pierce Brosnan?
This may mean that I need to complete another game before I get it. I'm talking about The Witcher 4. The Witcher 4 game trailer. It looks amazing. Chaos, good evening. Welcome. Thank you, Chaos, for stopping by. The Frontiers over on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, good evening. Welcome. Welcome. We're going to take a look at this trailer real quick before we start getting into any of the tech talk. Once again, I'm doing a tech talk tonight where I can answer a lot of your questions that you may have regarding computers or streaming or audio video or whatever tech related kind of stuff that I can't answer questions about toasters. I'm sorry. I might be able to teach you how to program the time on your VCR though. But we're gonna I want to take a look at this trailer, this full trailer here. So we'll jump on over and take a look at this. Master, what's up? What's good? Everything is good, my friend. Everything is excellent. I'm having a good time. I am stoked for this particular game to come out. But this means I'm going to have to finish Witcher 3, which I've like restarted 12.5 times, something like that. So here, check this out, this trailer. We'll talk about it on the other side. I have to have it off mute.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkably young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Even heart of gold, you've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling, sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny. Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods.
No! You chose her.
It's Siri!
Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself!
Oh, yep, no, I'm gone. Bye!
Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
I am so stoked for this game. See, this is about where I picked up the trailer, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then I realized who it was, and it wasn't Geralt.
Fate cannot be changed. You cannot change anything.
I know, and granted, this is a cinematic. Don't get me wrong.
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. It's tradition.
Oh, no.
Oh, that bastard who did that.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
I cannot wait for this to come out. I am so stoked about that right there. Let me tell you. I'm just so stoked for something like that right now. It looks so good. If you've ever played the original, well, if you ever played Witcher 3, which was my first introduction to Witcher, you know how massive that game was You know how just, I mean, even on what it came out on, did it come out on PS4? I think it was. Even for a PS4 game at that time, it was absolutely amazing. And then they released like 2 DLCs for it. Every time I go to play this game, though, I get lost in the question marks. I get lost in the side quests, and I had an initial problem with the game where I could not see the UI, the user interface, very well, and we ended up getting a bigger TV, and I never played the game again. So this is definitely one of those ones where I've restarted it like a half a dozen times or so because I put it down for a little bit because I got stuck or I got frustrated with it. And then by the time I went and picked it up again, it had been so long since I last played that I didn't remember what I was doing or where I was going or what any of the controls were. And I just restarted the game. So I'm going to have to play this game again. I'm going to have to restart it again. And I actually want to get through the entire storyline for the 56th time. That's absolutely correct. But that freaking trailer, oh my gosh, looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am so stoked about Witcher 4. I can't wait for it to come out. They didn't give a date yet, I don't think, which is fine. Like I'm expecting it 2026. I'm gonna be honest. But when it comes out, I'm getting that sucker. So yeah, that's the big thing I wanted to take a look at tonight before we got started was just that Witcher 4 trailer, which is just awesome. But in any case, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different. I've done this before in the past where I'll sit down and I'll take questions from you. And about anything tech related, anything that you want to know how I do on stream, or if you've got questions about PC or gaming or audio video stuff. Anything like that. I call it a tech talk because that's really kind of what it is. I'm helping you better understand tech. I've been building computers for over 20 years now. I've been working exclusively in the IT field for at least the past 6 years now, something like that. In a corporate environment. I've seen a lot of things. I fixed a lot of things. I do mobile DJing on the side, so I know a good bit about audio. I don't claim to be an expert at any of these things, but I like to break things down simple. I like to break it down to where you can understand better without feel like you're being talked down to. I don't like that. So that's my goal. I did start up an IT channel on YouTube, which I do need to get making more videos for. And I know I don't want it to be an excuse, but the damn dopamine ADHD brain just has not been cooperating recently with that. So once I find the motivation again, I'm going to be getting some more videos up on the IT channel. But you can find that at youtube.com/@verbal_IT. I have 2 videos up right now. One of them is how to take a microphone, any microphone that you have, and make it sound as good as my microphone is right here. Or make it sound as good as any expensive microphone. I took the TikTok shop, the TC, whatever the hell damn one that was viral there for a while. I got one of those microphones, which I remember now. I still have it. And I added filters to it and tuned it in and made it sound worlds better than when I first took it out of the box. The other video I did was how to set up a green screen. And how to properly, light yourself and the green screen and whatnot so that you can achieve the best kind of look without a green outline or bleeding over and whatnot. So I have those 2 videos up if you ever want to see it. Why is the sky blue? That is a science question. That is not a tech question. The sky is always blue. So yeah, here we are. I'm here to take your tech question. So if you have a question, very honestly here, very seriously, if you've got a question, please drop it in chat. We'll highlight the question here, and I'll do my best to answer it. I'll see what I can do. As I sit here. How do you like my snow? I dressed up the stream a little bit for the Christmas holiday. I figured I'd put some lights up. All right. And there's a little snow accumulation. And yeah, I thought it looks nice. And I have the same exact thing. Well, not exact not exactly the same. It looks a little different, but it's got the same idea. I have that over on my YouTube channel as well, which you can definitely see me if you want to watch this on mobile. You can check me out at youtube.com/@verbal_rd/live. You can check me out on YouTube. I'm in the YouTube Shorts feed. But I've got a very similar look going on over there. So what questions do you all have? I know, let me think. Devilish isn't here. He had some questions. They had some questions about streaming. So I'm hoping that Devilish shows up in a bit and we'll be able to ask those questions. So does anybody else got any question? Could be about anything. You know, what's a good CPU for you to get? What's how did I figure out how to Cabbage is streaming, otherwise he'd be here? What the hell is he doing streaming? I told him to swing on by because I know he's having problems with his TTS and I might actually have a solution for him. Because I was thinking about that today and last night. How do I start a podcast? Listen.
How do you start a podcast?
Listen. That's... I know why Slam is asking that question. I know exactly why she's asking that question. Because I've been talking about starting a podcast with Boomer Warfare and Buttons, at minimum Boomer Warfare, but also including Buttons and Bruise. And I've been trying to schedule time to sit down and talk with them and kind of go over the plan and whatnot. And I haven't actually, we haven't actually been able to meet up just because like the holidays are crazy and whatnot. Boomer's currently getting ready for a holiday party that's going to be going on tomorrow, which I'll be attending. And Buttons has a commitment for tonight that he wasn't able to be here right now. So yeah, I understand why you're asking that. How do you start a podcast? So first, you got to come up with an idea for your podcast. You need a scope. You need, what are you going to cover? And then who is going to be, if you're having anybody join you, who's going to be joining you? You know, what are they going to bring to the table? And then, you know, to physically, to technically do it, all you really need are just a microphone or two if you have another person that you're talking with, and some kind of mixer that you can connect to your computer so that you can record your audio. And if you're planning on doing it as like a video podcast, obviously some kind of camera or something. And then you have the motivation to actually sit down and do it. Rode makes a lot of good equipment for podcasting. They have a mixer and a you know, a somewhat inexpensive microphone set. But the equipment definitely is not cheap. I think they have a package. If I'm not mistaken, I think they might actually have a package. Let's see. Kit. Here, we'll go here. Yeah, so Rode is the more well-known name when it comes to podcasting and whatnot. So you're gonna find some of these kit, like the cheapest kit that they have, the Solo Pod kit, is $911. What does this include? It includes a microphone, it includes the mixer, the headphones that you can monitor yourself on, and a mic arm as well. You could probably get a lot of this a lot cheaper if you're on a budget. I know that Beacon makes a mixer. It's not necessarily XLR, but Go XLR makes a mixer, but they're not, I don't know that they're still producing things or not. There's a variety of equipment that you get to start a podcast. If you happen to be streaming, you should already have most of that equipment already available to you. You should have, you should have a microphone that you can use to